I hope you can see my face, because you're probably not going to see it with the rest of this, because I have a lot to talk about, and none of it refers to myself, mostly. To cover the very basics, I had my one lecture today. I almost half slept through it because I stayed up too late trying to finish up homework, because the bioengineering lab was a little longer than I thought it would be. But I didn't miss too much. The teacher did make fun of me a little bit at the end of class because he spotted me out. But it was fine. After that, I had a little bit of trouble with my bike. I have been having trouble with my bike. There's some play in the pedals, and so I went and talked to them about it a little bit ago, and I finally had a chance to go in and look at it today. And what it is down there's an axle that connects the pedals together. And one of the braces that holds it in place, one second, was loose. And so we went down and we took a look at it, and we couldn't tighten it for some reason. So we went and we pulled apart the whole thing. Let me get down there. Down in that brace right there. Or I guess it's on the other side, but it looks like the same thing. We pulled apart the whole thing, and what it was is part of the bracket for the ball bearings on the inside of the other one had been falling apart, and the stretch of it got into the threads and was stopping it from getting tightened properly. And so, we pull apart the whole thing, we clean the whole thing. It takes me like 2.5 hours, and when we reassemble it, it still won't tighten all the way. Something's off. And we spent so long trying to tighten it before that we sheared a bunch of the metal that's normally used to tighten it. And so my only option is to hit it with a hammer until it tightens. But I don't even get the chance to do that because I have to leave for work. And so what we are left with is something that has even more play than it did before. Like you can see, I can shake that quite a bit. It's still technically usable, but it is not fun. I can only put like a quarter of my normal force into it just because it's shaking around so much and I don't want to damage anything more than it already is. Hopefully that's something I can deal with tomorrow if possible, but not a super large window to try to deal with that. Then I had work. It was just a couple hours. I also talked about getting Thursday off in case I need it, because after that I did do the math testing, or the math practice, and I'm definitely getting better. I'm not super confident. Maybe more practice tomorrow will help, but I don't think I'll quite get the 9 out of 10 I need by the base deadline, so I'll probably end up doing it Thursday as well, but hopefully I can avoid that. Speaking about math though, there is some stuff that is making sense. I'm getting a lot of the generals of it, but overall I still have a lot to figure out. I'm trying to think. There's like a couple example questions that I'm really good at, and that I think I can explain, but those take a second. Yo. I'm gonna record my video, or I am recording it. I just want to go over something, because I have a whiteboard now, so I can write and explain stuff. And explain why some of these questions make sense. Or some of these equations. Okay. I'm talking mostly to myself. Oh, you're talking to someone else as well. I'm just being generally annoying. Let's see here. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing as well. Okay, so let's say that I have an equation where I'm looking for the sine of, what is it? 255. Now, normally when we're looking for the sine of something, we can pull it off of something called the unit circle, which is basically just like a series of numbers in a circle that are dependent on the degrees. Sorry, this is 255 degrees. But on that circle, there's all those numbers totaling at like 360 is all the way back over here, so 0, and 180 is over here, because it's dealing with degrees. I have 210, 225, I think, but 255 just isn't a number on here. If I want to find it, I have to do a bunch of math. And the easiest way to do that is why 255 isn't on here. 210 and 45 are. And so I changed sine of 255 to sine of 45 plus 210, or 10. Now, when sine is given an angle, it tries to turn it into a real number. These are like one of three numbers that are positive or negative depending on where you are on the circle. So for this specifically, like sine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2. And I'm trying to remember. Sine of, oh, I'm missing. Oh, right, there is this equation you have to do because trig is never that easy. This is the same as saying sine plus angle A plus angle B. And so the equation to find that is like the sine of angle A multiplied by the cosine of angle B plus, I think it's plus, I don't think it switches it, the sine of, I don't need to add the parentheses there, but you know, sine of angle B plus, or times the cosine of angle A. What this mess means is I can come to my unit circle, which I've drawn terribly here to explain things, and go, well, the sine of A, which is 45, is square root of 2 over 2. And that's being multiplied by the cosine of angle B, which is 210. Let's see, 210, I think, is, what are the coordinates? I think it's negative square root 3 over 2, negative 1/2. And so cosine cares about the first number because it just does. I'm not going to try to explain that as well. That would be here for like 20 minutes. That's square root 3 over 2, negative, plus the sine of B, which is that same number over here. So that's negative 1/2 multiplied by the cosine of that first angle, which is also square root 2 over 2, because 45 degrees is nice and pretty, and both cosine and sine are the same. So we multiply these through. I get negative square root of 6 over 4 plus negative square root 2 over 4. These become, because they're both base of 4, negative square root 6 minus square root of 2 over 4. And that is the answer. And that is one of the easier questions, just by the way. This is the ones that I actually like doing because they're easy. So you can imagine what a mess trying to prepare for this exam is. I am glad to have this whiteboard though, because I've been wanting to do this for my math equation for like so long. So you can see just the ridiculousness of this. Sometimes it is kind of fun when you know what you're doing, but most times it is just a mess. Hopefully though, because I have this whiteboard and can do silly equations, I'll be like doing math, or I can draw stuff out, and I can explain to you guys what I'm studying, and then I'll understand it better because I'm trying to teach it to someone. So I think this will be fun, and I think this video has been like 10 minutes long now, so I'm gonna like, oh, I probably have homework I have to get done so I can not do it tomorrow when I want to study. Yeah, I'm gonna go do some homework now, so have a good night, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.